Vance gave
Yes.
at the European Union, where he called out Britain and he called out Europe, but he called out Britain in particular and said that Britain, which was a bastion of liberty, has no longer become that, and they are straying very far away from that. And the real point is that if America is going to go and defend liberal democracies, and you want to be defended, you've got to act like a liberal democracy. And Britain has strayed so far from the centuries. It took centuries for Britain to develop the traditions of law and liberty that we enjoy as well. And now they're torching them at a rate of knots.
And this undermines the most basic principle of our justice system. That justice is blind, that everyone's equal under the law, that you're not going to get preferential treatment based on who you are. And we already see it happening even before this formal recognition that it's happening. We have seen it over and over again with people getting ridiculously lenient sentences and then having people in the UK locked up for being in an anti-immigration protest, even if they weren't guilty of anything that was approaching violence, but they were at a violent protest, so they were guilty by association. Same thing doesn't happen with these pro-Palestinian protests. That's right. A very different approach. So we have seen it over and over again, and we're not immune from it. It's happening right here.
Well, I was going to say, we are not immune from it. And where Britain goes, we tend to go, James. A few years later, we already have in place hate speech laws and these sorts of touchy-feely, no crime actually being committed laws are coming into Australia exactly as they did in Britain.